Free flag. We're back underway in the 6 hours of Road America for the final 27 minutes. And the green flag is underway. Felipe Albquerque with a good restart. Kevin Estra in second. Jack Aiken third. Then Renger and Roman the top 5. Down toward turn number 3, Albquerque with a good 2-car length lead over Estra. Aiken right there as well. Down to the Sargento straightaway for the first time after this restart. Aiken pulling to the outside on Estra. Battle for second is on. Jack Aiken with a big run. He's already cleared Kevin Estra, trying to cover him off the turn 5. He does. Now Estra around the outside again. What a move from Kevin Estra. And he made it sick. And a car goes wide. It's the 60th Tom. Kevin Estra got passed on the straightaway, came back in the braking zone to do the same thing that Jack Aiken did to him. Turn 8. Felipe Albquerque, the 10 car, has not won since Detroit of 2024. Albquerque with a good half a second lead now over Estra.
If you got to think Albquerque was looking in his mirror, watching Kevin Estra ride the high side there in turn 5.
Albquerque, then Estra into the kink. Aiken, Renger, Roman. The top 5 stays the same. Now we go back to LMP2. Tom leads Alex Quinn. Here's a battle. 3 wide in turn 1. Look out! Oh, and the 8 Tower Motorsport car goes into the gravel. Tristan Vautier with a great save. But he makes contact with the Brian Herta Autosport 52 by Harry driving it. That was a crazy move there. Dane Cameron sticking it 3 wide in contact between Harry and Vautier. GTD, Phillip has passed Kenton for the lead. The Windward Mercedes takes the lead, and the Tarazi Ferrari is having fuel concerns. He's going to have to fuel save. GTD Pro, Andrea still leading Nick Tandy. The new Lamborghini trying to get their first win ever. Phillip, then Kenton, then Valentine, then Altoy, Tom Gamble, the top 5.
Calvin, you talked about 5%, so I think they're going to go for it until they can't anymore. But yeah, Ellis was going to get him there.
Altoy hunting down Valentine. It's starting to get very cloudy, very dark here as it's getting to the afternoon time, almost 5 o'clock. Here in Wisconsin time, it's 4:17 right now. Under 24 minutes to go as we ride on board with Kenton, trying to chase down Phillip in the Windward Mercedes, leading in GTD. In turn 5, Giacomo Altoy looking to the inside of Valentine. Valentine covers him off. Here's the pass for the lead from Phillip. Turn 1. Phillip around the outside in turn 1 and getting Kenton on the wow, what a pass. Full send from Phillip to get the lead.
Won the opening round of the Championship Daytona, went through a really rough spell, finally broke back to victory lane at CTMP, going for this second consecutive win, and really thrown themselves
Phillip leading, then Kenton. Valentine in third. Car Blanche has had a hell of a start to their IMSA tenure. They won yesterday with their GTD driver, or GS driver, Trenton. And he's in the car. He was in the car today. He's on the team today. And he's helped guide this Car Blanche Aston Martin into a top 3 position in the final few minutes of this race.
Certainly superb run for them here.
Battles on for 4th between Giacomo Altoy and Tom Gamble. Valentine right there in front of them. Up the hill they go to the front straightaway. And across the line with 22 minutes left. There's Robbie there, right behind. And now Altoy pulls to the inside of Valentine. Valentine's going to defend to the turn 1. Can Altoy try and get the up and under? No.
Slightly stronger tire performance from that Chevy. Gamble right there, sitting in P5 again. Shares the car with the championship leader currently, Dudu Barrichello.
Now back to GTD Pro. Andrea leading, then Tandy. Then Tommy Milner.
Tandy, Mr. Big Event winner. The Rolex 24, the Le Mans 24, Spa
The
24,
Lamborghini.
Nürburgring, the big ones. He's done it.
Trying to get their first ever win in the new car for Faf.
He's got to get past Andrea Caldarelli of Faf first. These top three ran lap times within 600 of a second of one another right now. Don't discount
Into the hurry downs, turn number 8.
You talk about Nicky Katzberg and the troubles that he's been in. They changed it up a little bit. They put Tommy Milner in the finishing seat now to try and clean things up a bit, I think, Townsend.
Yeah, maybe a less emotional set of hands, perhaps. I'm just watching that number 4 Corvette is handling beautifully both the Lamborghini of Caldarelli, the Porsche of Tandy.
The Temerario leading the way into the kink. Andrea, Tandy, Milner. That's the fight for the win in GTD Pro. They have pulled away from the 65 of Frederick Verviche.
This thing over the last few minutes, maybe the Corvette can notch up another win here.
I think both the Corvette and the
Heading to Bill Mitchell-Benn, now back to the leaders in GTP. Jack Aiken closer to Kevin Estra than Kevin Estra is to Felipe Albquerque.
Albquerque, comfortable lead of a second and a half.
Over the Frenchman.
Albquerque leading, then Estra, then Aiken. Looks like traffic up ahead. Then Ringer in 4th still, and Roman 5th, but they have lost touch to the podium places.
In the top 5. Let's talk about these two. Kevin
Tom in LMP2 leads by 2 seconds almost over Alex Quinn. So Inter Europol trying to get the win. And they have pulled away from CrowdStrike. And then Hall in the 22 United Autosport Orica that was on pole. Mikkel in 4th for United. And Becca in 5th for TDS.
Great decision making. But somehow I feel like Estra's gotten under his skin a little bit today, Cal.
Albquerque, then Estra. Aiken closing in on Estra here, heading toward Canada corner. Aiken to the inside. Estra locks up the right front. And Kevin Estra keeps second still. But it looks like Jack Aiken is faster. So Jack Aiken in the championship lead right now. But he wants to win Road America. The 31s dominated this season. They're leading by 255 points over the 93 Shank Acura. And they're in front of the Meyer Shank Acura right now as they run 4th. And the 31 runs 3rd. The 36 is around. The DXDT Corvette. That was Charlie who spun around. And now the Gorello Porsche from Manthai, which has been very feisty today. They're going to get out of the way. I believe Klaus is in the car. Here's what happened to Charlie. He's all by himself. Oh boy, the other Manthai Porsche tags him. Meanwhile, turn 5, Aiken around the outside of Estra. Estra keeps the spot. On board the 80 of Scott as the 912 takes out the 36. Charlie goes around. I believe that'll be a penalty for the 912 if it's Hardwick or Ricardo. Meanwhile, Roman trying to get around Ranger. Ranger's holding up 4th on back. You got Lauren in 6th. The number 5 JDC Porsche. And then the 7 Porsche Penske, which I believe Felipe's in the car. And the 40 of Jordan, which I believe Jordan's in the car. Aiken again looking on Estra in Canada corner. Can't quite get there. Battle behind between the 7 and the 40. And Aiken, oh my gosh, contact! Aiken sideways and Bill Mitchell-Benn. He somehow got next to Estra off Canada corner. Estra didn't see him, and a car goes wide. A car wide in the background. He may have crashed into the wall. It is the 60. Tom Blomqvist into the wall. Tom has crashed. Bill Mitchell-Benn in the middle of Bill Mitchell-Benn, turn 14. Right front damage, right front suspension broken for Tom. He can't get that thing back. He's trying to get it going, and he's going backwards on the track. Full course yellow. Right front destroyed for Tom. He went wide through Bill Mitchell bend.
0-2-3.
Yeah, it's good.
And
They should get them right where they need to be.
Absolutely. I mean, this will take
ran
a good
into the
6
tire
to
wall.
8 minutes under standard short caution procedure. For the first time this year, we have seen Jack Aitken kind of ruffled, right? We've seen him put off his axis. He's been so calm, so together, aggressive when he needs to be, but we've never seen him do that. Never seen him react that way this season.
So why? What happened?
Estra's got under his skin.
Did Kevin Estra do so? Is there history with those two drivers going back to earlier in their career? Is there something that Estra did that maybe we didn't see that really rubbed Aitken the wrong way? With such a dominant championship
16
lead and
minutes
yet
to
another
go.
podium finish right in your grasp.
Albuquerque in the lead, then
Aitken
Estra
is
and Jack
driving like a
Aitken.
guy who's
Tom has climbed from the car.
on a race-to-race contract.
What
Let's see
happened
with
here?
Bloomquist.
I saw it
Oh,
just in the back.
he's
on the
already
road. He's just
off,
gonna clear
and
that. As you
he
can see when you're
slides,
close, you
trying to
can't clear the
turn
car
left to
turn
get
enough.
away
It
from the
just-
tire barrier,
just skims
and
it
he
and
can't,
grabs it.
and he crashes into the tires with the right front.
Shame.
Tom's race is
Celebrated his
over.
dad's 80th birthday here earlier in the week. Much touched by the team to acknowledge that.
And unfortunately for the system Shank Acura, these are the cars that started on the front row earlier today, 5 3/4 hours ago.
Rattled.
It's gone backwards as well. Ring and van der Zandt has dropped to 6th because Lauren Heinrich has got car 5 up into position 5 and a frustrated Tom Bloomquist, as you can understand. All right, watch this. Let's go back to the Kevin Estra, Jack Aitken
So
conversation.
here we're
on
going to
topic.
see the Estra and Aitken
Watch this.
contact
This
off
could have
Canada
been
corner. Jack Aitken
disastrous.
goes for a tiny gap.
Bang,
Estra
bang.
doesn't see contact.
And Aitken
Aitken
gets
goes
fully loose.
sideways.
He was
And
once
Bill
he did,
Mitchell
so you can
bend.
think on the grass at that sort of speed. The approach
And
speed
hangs
there is
on.
massive. Even if he didn't get on the grass, there's nowhere to go in that
The
corner.
pace car
Out
still
on the
hasn't
marbles,
picked
it's
up
high,
Felipe
high
Albuquerque.
risk. Middle of the corner, exit of the corner.
I'm not
He
sure
just
what's
feels he's
going
got
on
such
here.
a strong race car at this stage of the race. He wants to do something with it, but you got to switch gears a little bit. You got to switch gears. We talked about it with Nicky Katzberg at Detroit at Watkins Glen. The championship picture has to factor in somehow in your head, and too much risk, Kevin.
And as you guys know, racing drivers often see incidents from a different perspective. Jack Aitken, before that last little contact, and again after it went caution, said that needs to be called up. That should be a penalty. So he doesn't feel he's in the wrong. By the way, we're hearing we should have about 3 laps of racing after we go green again.
Well, I'm not sure if I was Jack, I'd be calling out what should be a penalty and not when he got away. He could be the Argentina of IMSA at the moment today because he got
He
away,
did get away
one.
with one. He might be referring to what happened several laps earlier, though.
Yeah.
Over in turn 8 there, where Estra didn't leave him a lot of room at the exit. Either way, we might have a wonderful treat, which is
So
another
3
chance to
laps
see these
of
two
racing
going
is
at it.
most likely
Well,
going to
also
be the
Albquerque has
case.
got to be on his toes again because Estra's going to be on the attack. He's not afraid to send. It seems like his car has really good braking ability. It's like they get their tires
And there are
energized
going to be
really
some
quick on
cars
these
that are waved
restarts.
around. The
Albquerque
79
could be under threat into turn
Jerry
5.
Kraut
We're going to duck away for our
JDC
final break. When we come back, we'll take you all the way to the checkered flag and beyond.
and the Manthide 911. 13
13
minutes left in Road America. It's going to be a shootout for the win in this 6-hour race. Welcome back. We're going back to green here with less than 11 minutes to go. Albuquerque leading, then Estra, then Aitken, then Roman and Lauren. Here we go, final corner. Green flag. Final restart maybe of the 6 hours of Road America, and Albuquerque gets a good jump. Aitken right there behind Estra. And a car around into the wall. The 22 of Paul. The pole-sitting LMP2 is off. And now Aitken and Estra contact. Aitken into the grass. Aitken around into the wall. Championship implications in Road America. Paul into the wall in turn 14, and Jack Aitken a massive off in turn 1. Oh, Kevin Estra's crashed as well. Kevin Estra's off as well. Caution is out.
Jack Aitken's skid.
Drama in Road America.
Not
Jack
controlling
Aitken's
himself.
car destroyed. Kevin Estra's car destroyed in turn 1.
Consequences.
Paul DeResta spun off the final quarter and nose
Says
to the
okay
wall.
on the radio. That's
So
what we
much
wanna hear.
drama
But the result is not okay.
here at Road America.
That is so uncharacteristic for the championship leader.
Wow.
Wow, I would not have seen this one coming today, Townsend. I just really felt they were going to take whatever the track and the day and the performance would give them and just really consolidate.
And this
that
is going to end the
championship lead.
race
They wanted
most
a bit more
likely.
and put it all on the line, and it's come undone.
Felipe Albquerque is going to win. Roman in the heart of racing, Aston Martin Valkyrie is going to be in second. And Lauren in the JDC Miller number 5 Mustang sampling Porsche is going to round out the podium. He's second in the points right now. 148 behind a crashed Jack Aitken.
Everything we have seen unfold in the last hour is everything this team has not done this year. 100%. It has been together. It has been calculated. It has been well executed. And it has been calm. And we have just seen it unravel in the last hour, the last half hour specifically.
And the way Jack Aitken's been pressing in every opportunity with Estra is as if the championship's on the line in the last race of the season in the last 10 minutes.
What happened to Paul? Oh, Mickle. His teammate was on the inside of him already. Paul got caught napping. He was on the outside. And Paul spun in turn 14. And now here's Estra and Aitken. The contact. They squeeze, they touch. Aitken into the grass, into the gravel. There he goes. Into the wall hard. But we have no idea what happened to Kevin Estra. On board with Roman. There's the contact. Aitken gets pushed off. There he goes. Kevin Estra goes wide. He must have got a flat tire. That thing didn't turn, and he went into the wall hard. On board the 93 of Renger. There's the contact with Aitken. He goes wide because the 7's by him. And there's the 6 crashing as well.
Sits second, and a very good chance he'll finish there with a long caution.
Look out. Jack Aitken hard into the turn 1 tire barrier.
Just massive. Just massive.
That goes into the category
And then
of
Kevin
things
Estra
you did
crashing.
not expect to see today, and there is Jack.
There's
He's
Jack.
okay.
He's all
With the
right,
AMR Track Services
although
team.
gingerly
That's
walking.
what is most important.
I mean, if we forget about what happened over the last 20 minutes or so, in that one moment, he legitimately deserved to have that left-hand lane, as I'd call it, up into turn 1, and Kevin definitely put the squeeze on him. But why do you want to go there? That's
There's
the
the
bigger
Kevin
picture
Estra
thinking.
car,
Why do you know
which
what
is
Estra's
still
like. He's
sitting
gonna put it
there,
all on the line.
and
He's all in. They haven't had a
yeah,
great
this
year.
race is
They
going
wanna
to
get a
end.
win.
Kevin's okay.
He's thinking about
He's
the number 10
climbed out.
car. He's got to deal with you first, then go chase the leader.
But yes, Albquerque will win GTP.
Well, with just 6
Tom
minutes,
will win
40 seconds left,
LMP2 for
there's
Inter
no
Europol.
way that this mess can be
Andrea is
done
going
in
to win
time
GTD
for us
Pro.
to
The
finish
first time
under
the
green,
Lamborghini
unfortunately,
Temerario is
but
going to win
So, guess what?
in their first season.
That means a 2-year drought is going to end, more than a 2-year
And
drought.
in
It's
Windward,
going to end.
GTD,
Cadillac
back-to-back
Racing,
Windward
Wayne Taylor
wins
Racing,
for
and
Philip
that famed
Russell.
number 10 of
Well,
Ricky
for Philip
Taylor
and Russell, I should
Felipe
say.
Albquerque. There's Ricky.
And there's Ricky, the
Yeah,
co-driver
you
to
can smile
Felipe
now, mate.
Albuquerque.
It's real.
It's been
And
a
they are
while.
on their
You
way.
don't often see this
So
group go
close
through
to
a
their
two-year
first
drought
win
without seeing
since
a
Detroit of
and it's really taken them a while to get
2024.
their head around
Over
this Cadillac, made the move
730
back to GM
days.
at the end of 2024, so debuting the
And the
Cadillac
iconic
in
number 10
25.
Wayne Taylor
Didn't have a
car
great season, but
can
they went
taste
to Le
victory
Mans,
lane.
They worked with the Jota squad. I think they've started to learn a few things to make this car tick, and they've been really strong in performance this week.
Going to be another Inter Europol 43 victory. Incredible.
But yeah,
2 in a
another
row, first
43
multi-time
Inter
winner in
Europol win
LMP2
for
this
Tom
year.
and Jeremy. And
I just
Bajoy
want to come
Guard.
back to GTP for a second.
Andrea and Sandy are going to win
Racing,
GTD
Aston
Pro
Martin,
for FAF.
Valkyrie, Roman DeAngelis. They're
How
gonna get
about
on the
that?
podium. That's unreal.
And then
then
Windward's
Lauren
done it
Heinrich at the
again
5 for
with Philip and
everything
Russell.
That's happened to that Mustang sampling. Porsche 963
There's the
for
onboard, the
JDC
23.
They're gonna get on
The Valkyrie's
podium
going to
too.
get on the podium. Two of the underdogs are going to be on the podium, the 23 and the 5.
He's a superstar, but the team has done a really nice job in also understanding that race car this year. Really a huge turnaround from John Church, John Hayes, the engineer there, Richard Westbrook, the sporting director. They've really turned things around and made that privateer team that everyone's now talking about.
3 drive-throughs and a mechanical black flag for the 5. And they come away with a podium. And, by the way, Louis Delatraz in the 40. Cadillac Racing Wayne Taylor.
Yeah, Louis is going to get 4th. Ranger's going to get 5th.
Penalties as well.
Then we go back to
Wow,
GTD
what a topsy-turvy race as Jack Aiken's car gets towed away. Kevin Ester's car is still sitting there, so this race is over.
This year. And then in GTD, Kenton Cook, we talked about the mad gamble on fuel. Could
the gamble on fuel is going to pay off for Kenton. He'll get 2nd in the Chirazi Ferrari. And Valentine for Car Blanche. Again, Car Blanche getting another top result for that Aston Martin. They won in the Michelin Pilot Series yesterday overall. They get a 3rd in GTD today in the big series.
Philip Ellis is going to steer that 57 to back-to-back wins and a 3rd win on the season.
And then Nick Tandy at 2nd.
AMG team. That's incredible. Yeah. Russell Ward
for
Phil Ellis,
Rexy in the AO team.
Awesome.
Tommy Miller gets a podium. And after Neil and Connor DeFilippi had a crash, the Paul Miller leading GTD Pro leader, the Paul Miller BMW, Connor DeFilippi had a crash today, went head-on into the tire wall at the Canada corner as the white flag is out.
One more lap just to cruise around behind.
The rest of the championship contenders are going to gain a ton on Neil and Connor DeFilippi for Paul Miller. And I don't think Paul Miller is going to be leading anymore.
That's huge. And they're way out of the championship.
There's Jack Aiken's car getting towed away in turn 5. Massive damage to the rear end of that car.
8 consecutive
Tempers are not going to be...
end at 8.
Penske and Action Express are not going to be very happy after this one. There might be some tempers flaring in the garages tonight.
Most unexpected and spectacular way.
But Felipe Albquerque
Big high-speed collision
is so close to that first win
championship leader Jack
in
Aiken
2 years.
has ended with really serious consequences points-wise. So, let's take you
Under
back
the Sargento
more than 2
Bridge for the
years ago.
final time.
Detroit 2024.
Here's Detroit, June 1st, 2024.
The 10 went to victory lane.
The 10 making it a late pass in that hairpin around the 6, and they get the win. Ricky and Felipe Albquerque getting the win, then they're going to get the win today at Road America if they can just cruise around.
They did not anticipate thought they were going to have immediate success knowing that GM Cadillac platform was strong, but engineering group just taken a while to really make the car tick. As Wayne said earlier, we are back.
Up the back, you may have seen Dr. Eric Warren from GM, head of the global racing operations, oversees the Cadillac Formula One, everything that happens in IMSA, oversees IndyCar as well. So Dr. Warren will be pleased with that, with a GM victory for Cadillac Racing and Wayne Taylor Racing.
Into the hurry downs for the final time.
IMSA has just ordered that the
Albquerque
81
turn
car
8.
of Altoe in GTD, the Corvette ahead of Haas Klot, the 068. So that'll be for the final podium position. Wonder if they were
And we're going to get a change on the GTD podium. Giacomo Altoe is going to get his Dragon Speed Corvette to 3rd and Valentine's Car Blanche Aston Martin to 4th. Still an incredible result for Car Blanche, but Dragon Speed gets a podium in their first season in GTD, first season in a Corvette.
By the way, as we're just
not the season we saw last year with them in the GTD Pro Ferrari, where they almost shocked the world and won the championship, but came up short.
Will finish on the lead lap.
But they'll get a great podium as well.
Unfortunately,
in GTD
for the 27 Heart of Racing Aston Martin, Tom Gamble is going to get a drive-through penalty, even though it's at the end of the race, for an improper re-entry. So that must have been maybe were they scrambling when...
That's 39 seconds. When you compress like this, it's going to drop in the tail end of this field. He's going to go down to like 16th position.
So what does that do to
Is
GTD
massive.
points?
So Tom Gamble is going to
Eliminated. I mean,
lose.
you're looking at a
We know
huge swing
GTD
there
Pro
from
And
points are going to tighten
Tom Gamble is
way up.
penalized
Car
for an
falling out.
unsafe
Guys,
re-entry.
The craziness continues. Car 2 from United Autosports is getting a penalty for incident responsibility with the United Autosports sister car.
So Mickle gets a penalty for the
And the
contact with his
23.
teammate Paul. So he'll lose a podium spot. And
Driver's
now
gonna
promote the
promote
TDS
Heinrich up
11 to the
second. It's gonna
podium
tighten up
as the
behind.
wait is
Oh,
over for
Heinrich
Wayne
to make it in
Taylor.
the championship.
Up the hill,
I tell you what,
Felipe
that 27
Albuquerque.
penalty is huge. I don't know if he's
Wayne
looking at
Taylor
that.
Racing
10
gets
point
their
swing.
first win
Right
of
now,
the
they had
season,
124
and the
point lead. It's
iconic
gonna be
10
erased
car gets their
effectively.
first
He's
win
on that
in
final
2
lap.
years. Felipe
Congratulations to
Albuquerque,
Cadillac Racing, to
Ricky
Wayne
Taylor,
Racing,
back to victory lane.
victorious
They win the Road America
Road
6
America
hour.
to end a more than 2-year drought. There will be a lot of emotion in that.
Tom
track this
Dillman,
evening.
Jeremy Clark, Bajoy Guard, Inter Europol win again in LMP2.
And well
That
done into Europol.
absolutely dominant
They've done
team
it
does it
again.
again.
Boy, what a season for these guys.
And the Lamborghini Temerario, for the first time ever, they have won an IMSA competition with the new car. Fast, back to victory lane. Andrea Caldarelli and Sandy Mitchell get the job done. And for the third time this season, back-to-back windward wins for Philip Ellis and Russell Ward. They get the win here at Road America. That's all the winners. What a crazy
Russell
race.
Ward, Philip Ellis, third victory on the season. Huge. Game on, championship-wise for them.
Oh, because we've still got that 27 penalty to come
Exactly.
down. I think he's just going to plummet down the order. That
So the
post-race
27
time
penalty is going to drop Tom Gamble and the championship leader Dudu
39
Barrichello
seconds is the
all the way
equivalent
down to
transition
the
time
back of the
for a
GTD field,
drive-through. And the problem
which is
when you're under yellow
absolutely
like this league, all of those
devastating
cars are stacked
to
together.
Dudu Barrichello's
Just tenths of a
championship
second
hopes,
between each
especially
other. So I think he's going to go in the last
when
car on the
Philip
lead lap.
And just jumping back to
Russell
LMP2 with that
and
penalty on the
Indy
2.
win for
As we
windward.
see the LMP2 winners here. Penalty on the 2. That elevates Matthias Besch and David Hannemeyer Hansen and Toby Lutke from TDS Racing, the Shopify entry, up to the podium for a fine third place. How about that?
A lot of surprise magic.
Matthias Becky getting the podium for TDS. Who'd have thought? They've had a very quiet season after their top two drivers, Steven and Mickle, left, as well as Hunter McElray, too. It's a new era in TDS racing, and they finally get a podium
They just lost it.
here at
Lost
Road America.
control, detentions, expulsions everywhere. IMSA said we're going to run this game a little tighter. Rules are going to be a little tighter. Those calls are going to be a little less tolerant, and we made it almost to the end before all hell broke loose.
That happened to me and my mate Trevor Dunn at the end of 10th grade. We hit the farmhand's tractor. We got held back on the last day of school.
Someday I'll tell you about the last day of summer camp.
We'll hear from the winners after this break.
Your king has returned.
6 hours.
What a wild end to the 6-hour race here at Road America. And all the winners, Wayne Taylor in GTP, Inter Europol in LMP2, as there's Felipe Albuquerque
Can't believe it.
climbing on top of the car with a checkered flag, winning in Road America in Victory
To
Lane.
do that, to celebrate in victory lane.
Wow.
This is going to be an emotional one for this group. This has been a long road to get back to victory lane.
Then the other two teams that
Dave
won,
Burns is there, embedded
Oh.
with the victorious team in victory lane.
Faf
David,
and
take it
Winwood.
away whenever you're ready, mate.
And Lee, we didn't have the radio to play while he was coming to the final lap, but the team was getting it just a little bit ahead on the victory, and Felipe said, let's just wait one more lap. And then coming to the checkers, the jubilation from you, a lot has been answered today, my friend.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. I mean, it's just another win, but this is more than that. This is almost like a champion. This is like this is like a championship. This is like much more than just a single win. We've been struggling with speed. We've been fighting, and again, in the end, the car was just amazing. those restarts were killing me because I knew that the Porsche is amazing on the braking, so I was keeping on my toes. My both restarts were very good. I got him off guard, so and then I could see him coming on my mirrors like on T1 and nearly clipped me. So again, I was super happy, and with the whole team, this is just a motivation for the whole team. I mean, I cried on the in-lap because it's just very special, very special. Congratulations to everyone at Wayne Taylor Racing and Cadillac for sure.
We know that this year has been a struggle, but 2 years for the 10 car to get to victory lane.
I know. I mean, finished, yeah. We had some glances of greatness, but for one reason or the other, never came up. And now we put it all together. And this guy said to me, Philippe, just go out there and be you. Be you, do your thing, and don't do anything else. Just do yourself. And we pull it off, and again, so many 7th places and 5th places, and go straight to P1. It's we get more nervous than normal.
Definitely, Wayne. I think that I was starting to believe that I didn't know what I'm doing anymore. But today, I could never be better. I'm going to congratulate my son first.
Go do it. Ricky Taylor coming into victory lane as well. What a day for him to help bring the family team back to victory lane. And as you guys mentioned, first time in GTP because they were with a different brand before. And now with Cadillac, look at the emotion.
It's a family affair for Wayne Taylor.
Ricky, do you have words?
I know. Man, we've both been, the whole team has been struggling so much, and we've both been doubting ourselves. You go, you finish, you do the job, I know you can do it, and we doubt ourselves at times, but we never lose faith in the team, and nobody blamed each other over these hard times, and man, I saw him, I couldn't hold it back. I'm just so proud of him. He did an amazing job there, and I don't know, I'm always crying on TV, but man, we've just been swimming in poo the whole time, and it's just after walking, it felt like torture, going to the racetrack every weekend, getting killed, and honestly, it's been hard, but thanks to Cadillac for sticking behind us. They've been so supportive. They actually took us to dinner this weekend and told us that they've got our back, and my teammate always has my back, and the whole team works so well together, and they never gave up. They did a perfect race today, and I just can't say enough about the team as a whole. Hopefully this is something to build on, and it's so nice.
Manufacturer, team, teammates, what a family. Where do we go from here, Philippe?
Again, wins is addicting. Wins gives you confidence, gives you more motivation to work hard. We've been working so hard on data and videos and this and supporting each other. Big boss, thank you very much.
And Dr. Erkorn, part of the family as well. What a scene down here. Wayne, one more thought?
No, just like I said before, this guy here was the guy that worked on putting this program together for us. And as you know, we've been having such a hard time, and it's very much in my stomach, like Ricky and our guys are just, you start questioning yourself. But as long as you just keep working harder and digging deeper and pushing everybody, it does happen. And today was just tremendous. Thank you to Mark Royce, thank you to Rory Harvey, Eric, everybody at GM, and we could never have done this without them.
Eric, you told them you still believed in them.
Oh, these guys work so hard, and it takes a lot to pull it all together, and you see the chaos of the race, but that's what makes IMSA and sports car just so exciting. It comes down to the very end. Just incredible race, and what a great job Philippe did on some of those restarts. Couldn't be happier for everybody.
Cadillac, Wayne Taylor Racing in victory lane, and Lee, it's just great to see. It's not that Cadillac hasn't had success this weekend. This team with Cadillac, and boy, did they need it.
It is so needed. You saw the emotion, the deep emotion.
Here's the point stage for GTP. Jack Aiken drops a massive bomb with a crash on the final lap. Lauren is now 108 back. Van der Zand, the Yellowy, 175. Andlauer, Felipe, 231. Vanderhelm, 345 back.
So the heat is back on the 31 squad once again.
4 cars in the fight. 31, 5, 93, and 7. Got 2 races left in GTP. And here's the new Lamborghini Temerario in victory lane.
Scene over here with the Lamborghini. It's the first win in the U.S. for the Temerario. Sandy Mitchell and Andrea have been in testing from the very beginning. I think you probably did the first laps in this car. First, did you see this coming today?
To be honest, looking at yesterday, no, really. We knew we had some work to do for after the quali, and the guys did really an amazing job overnight, staying late, figuring out what we were missing from quali. I had a good feeling yesterday in quali, even though we were a bit behind, but I felt good with the car, and so I felt there was, we could fight with something. Obviously, IMSA races are always crazy, and you never know who's going to win, but I think today we really show that hard work really pays off.
The team did some solid strategy to get you up to the front, but how did you hold them off? Or, by the way, also going to see when you climbed out of the car, that was pretty cool and pretty special as well.
Yeah, I mean, this win feels special because, it's been a hard work since the last couple of years, and everyone at home in Canada and also in Italy at Sant'Agata, all the Lamborghini Sport Corse guys really deserve this win. The team did amazing strategy. I had clean air. I could push the last 30 minutes, and I felt very good with the car. And, the last 3 restarts were pretty intense with Rexy behind us, but I think we had a good pace. So, yeah.
Sandy, logic would say it's very difficult to win in the first year of a new car. What has the process been like to develop this to get it to the point you're at right now?
Yeah, it's been a huge amount of work, and as you say, me and Andrea have been, testing in the background in Italy and things during the season as well. And everyone at Sant'Agata, and just so happy for everyone that's involved in this project, and amazing for the guys and girls at FAF. It's been a lot of work, and they absolutely nailed the race today. We got every call right. We got a little bit of luck here and there. And then we had the pace at the end to finish it off. So it was just picture perfect race, and so proud of everyone.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks very much.
FAF has won plenty of times in IMSA, but the first time they've won with the new Lamborghini.
The first win for the new Lamborghini Temerario, and it's Andrea and Sandy Mitchell getting his first ever win, but it's Andrea taking it home for the win for FAF. Here's GTD Pro's driver standings after the crash for Connor D. Filippi. He and Neil only lead by 15 points over Nicky and Tommy Milner. Harry King, Nick Tandy, 21 out. Frederick Ravish and Chris, 99 out. Rounding out the top 5 is Jack and Ben, 113 out. Alex Sims, Antonio, 137 out. And now after the win today, Andrea, Sandy Mitchell, 151 out. So there's still 7 cars that have a chance to win this championship with 3 rounds to go in GTD Pro.
150 points out, still within reach. So this is going to be a class to give us big fireworks all the way to the final hour there at Petit Le Mans.
Yeah, still with 3 rounds to go in the GT ranks, and a little bit of a break to VIR, but nonetheless, they're going to be on it, and Lamborghini certainly gives them a little bit of a pep in their step. There's still some meat on the bone in terms of the championship table.
There is no stopping into Europol in LMP2 competition. Let's go there now with Dave.
Oh, lead their bright green and yellow colors in victory lane again from finish to middle to start. Let's start with the start because, Jeremy, it was chaos out there. How close were you on all that was happening?
Oh, yeah, I think, the start, a lot of it was happening behind me, so I didn't know what was going on until I, would see a big gap and the cars catching up to me and there were new people there. But, yeah, I think the whole stint was pretty calm, actually. Obviously, the start was a little bit hectic, but we were able to get a long run, which was nice, and build a big gap.
36 points behind in the championship now. What do you think of that?
2 more to go. I think there's a chance to win this.
That's right. They are in the hunt for that. But, Joy, I walk up and I said, boy, this is getting kind of old talking to these two. And you're like, no, it's not, because this is an enduro for you. What's it like to be back in victory lane after having to watch at the last race?
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Obviously, teams won 2 without me this year, so finally, great to finally get one with them. My stint was kind of unlucky with the yellow, and then the tire was, just a bit deflating. I felt, led the whole first stint, and I felt like I could have led the whole second one, so a bit unlucky there, but in the end, it's about running your own race. And yeah, you have to be ready for all the yellows at the end in IMSA, so glad we could get through it with the win.
It was job well done, and the finish from Tom. And in a 6 hour this time, what was it like having an enduro here at Road America? similar to the sprint race last race, right? A lot of yellows. My two teammates did an awesome job. I think we had the best bronze, the best silver, and I could finish the job. We were a bit unlucky at times with the yellow, but in the end, we managed to win anyway. It is about the strong team. Jeremy said 2 to go, 36 behind. It's very possible for the championship. Yeah, it's a tough battle with APR. They're also not making any mistakes. They're always in the front like us. So it will be a tough battle until the end, I'm sure. Good job, good momentum. 43 car again in victory lane for LMP2 late.
Game on, Dave. Championship-wise, yeah, they've got the momentum. First multi-time winner.
So here's the LMP2 points after the second win of the season for Jeremy, Tom, and Bajoy Guard. George and Alex Quinn lead by 36 points over Jeremy and Tom. Then Dane Cameron and PJ 119 out. And then that's really the battle because Daniel Goldberg's 184 behind and Misha's 288 behind. That's the top 5. So yeah, the 04 and the 43 and the 99. That's the battle for the LMP2 championship. It's not really that close, but it is that close. And now here's Windward for the 3rd time this year.
Windward Racing is celebrating their 3rd win on the season in back-to-back races. And the guys asked if we could place this interview in front of the crew guys because that's who they always give thanks to. But Philip, I want to go back to the end of that race. You knew that there were 2 cars behind you that were in a bit of a fuel save. What other threats out there were for you?
I mean, well, first off, I have to thank these 2 guys and the boys behind me as well. I don't think we had the perfect car today, but they made it work. We had great pit stops. Russell and Indy had a mega job as well. Difficult restarts every time in the middle of the field. And we just made it work, putting pressure on everybody else, trying to do something to beat us today. And so, yeah, I think mostly it's the restarts that you had to battle. A lot of chaos every time we did it. And, it worked out perfectly.
Andy, you're back in the supporting role here with these guys. And
Whoa,
you have,
Philip got picked up by his crew members.
Every podium that you have is a win. How fun is it racing alongside these 2?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing because sometimes a P2 or P3 is also good for points. But I'm really happy to win here today, together with my crew, which we drive all year with, and yeah, really happy.
And Russ, you started this effort today, and you were just talking to your dad who said, what an incredible day, a day for the team, a day for the drivers as well. I know you saw that point split now, the top 3 teams within 30 points. What does that sound like?
I mean, that sounds pretty sweet. I mean, maybe we can still make it 3 in a row. I mean, it's, racing is always finicky, and you never know what you're going to get. I mean, you really need some luck to do well in this series. So, thankfully the luck was on our side today, and now we're back in it.
And you did it last race. Words for those guys?
Yeah, I mean, just thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
It's a whole celebration for Russell Ward, who leads this Windward effort. And the top 4 in the championship are separated by 45 points. Dudu Barrichello still leading. Philip and Russell after their 3rd win of the year, 2nd in a row, 24 back. Robbie and Patrick Gallagher in the Turner BMW, 26 back. And Aaron and Benjamin in the Vassar Sullivan, number 12, 45 back. They're the only 4 in the championship fight because Albert's 5th, 330 back. That's all from the 6th hour of Road America. But here's why the 27 got a penalty. Contact with a fellow Aston Martin, the Car Blanche Aston Martin. 27 goes wide, trying to get back onto the track. Oh, and he takes a hard left in front of the Turner BMW, and that's why the penalty came down. But that is a massive penalty from Dudu Barrichello. Oh, boy. But that's all for Road America. What a 6-hour race it was. Absolutely incredible. And it has really flipped the championship picture upside down. Thank y'all for watching. See you later. RV out. Peace. IMSA coming down to the wire like it always does.